Welcome to the channel. For centuries, society has placed alpha males on a pedestal. They have been thought to be the ideal, the epitome of power, and the standard to which all men must strive towards. They are often dominant, aggressive, and charismatic, and they often seem to be the ones who get the most attention. However, there is a new type of men that is rapidly gaining popularity, even if they stay out of the spotlight: the Sigma males. They are mysterious, independent, and self-sufficient. They go by their own code of ethics and do not feel the need to compete with other men for dominance and attention. This can make it hard for others to understand the advantages that these men have over their more flashy counterparts. Here are 12 reasons why alpha males can't compete with Sigma males. Number 1. Unpredictable behavior and actions. Sigma males are masters of unpredictability, keeping everyone around them intrigued and somewhat off balance. They can't be put into a box or labeled because they always seem to dance to the beat of their own drum. This unpredictability is not about creating chaos, but it's a reflection of their unique perspective on life. They adapt, change direction, and switch strategies as they fit, making their moves impossible to anticipate. On the other hand, alpha males, often boxed into their societal roles, are more predictable in their actions and attitudes. They feel the need to conform to certain behaviors to maintain their status, creating a pattern that's fairly easy to read. This lack of unpredictability makes them more vulnerable, less adaptable, and unable to compete with the agile and ever-changing Sigma males. It's like trying to win a chess game when your opponent is always 2 steps ahead. Number 2. Freedom over status. For some, a high-ranking status is the ultimate goal. They want the fancy cars, the big houses, the flashy lifestyle, all the things that scream success. This is the alpha male's domain. They are drawn to power and prestige, often placing their self-worth in these external symbols of success. But what happens when the status fades? What happens when the flashy cars and luxury houses no longer satisfy, or worse, they're gone? This is where the Sigma men triumph. They value freedom over status. They aren't chained to the societal expectations of what success should look like. Instead, they define success on their own terms. For them, success might mean the ability to travel freely, the time to enjoy their passions, or simply the peace of not being in the rat race. This freedom-first mindset gives Sigma males an unmatched level of contentment and fulfillment that alpha males often miss out on while chasing temporary status symbols. So while alphas are busy trying to keep up with societal standards, Sigma males are enjoying true freedom. And that's a game where alpha males just can't compete. Number 3. Anti-establishment mindset. While alpha males often work within the system, striving to climb hierarchical ladders and play by the rules, Sigma males prefer to create their own paths. They are the rebels, the ones who challenge the status quo and are not afraid to think and act outside the box. This anti-establishment mindset gives them a unique advantage. Instead of wasting energy trying to fit into a predefined mold or compete in a traditional hierarchy, they focus on their own goals and dictate their own success metrics. Their unorthodox approach often leads to innovative ideas and unconventional solutions that set them apart. They operate on a different plane, making it challenging for alpha males bound by establishment constraints to navigate. This makes their competition uneven. The Sigma's ability to think independently and their disregard for societal pressure gives them a stealth advantage, enabling them to bypass traditional roadblocks and achieve their goals in their own unique ways. Number 4. No interest in power games. While alpha males are often busy asserting dominance, trying to climb the ladder and showing off their power, Sigma males quietly do their own thing. They're not interested in who's on top or who's in charge. It's not about showing off or competing for the spotlight for them. It's about getting things done. They don't feel compelled to prove anything to anyone. This kind of mental freedom allows them to focus on what truly matters. While alpha males may need to constantly reaffirm their dominance and ensure they're in control, Sigma males are busy working towards their goals without getting sidetracked by power games. This gives them an edge as they are not limited by the constraints that come with a constant need for validation. They seem immune to the negativities that often plague the alpha males: jealousy, rivalry, insecurity, and the constant need to outperform others. By staying out of the power game, Sigma males actually win. They are free from societal constraints and expectations, which brings them peace and satisfaction. This is a realm that alpha males, with their persistent hunger for power and recognition, can't touch. Number 5. Unaffected by social hierarchies. Sigma males are truly the wild cards in the social hierarchy. They don't bother worrying about how others perceive them or where they fit in society. They don't strive to be at the top just to be seen as powerful or successful. They remain indifferent and unbothered by social hierarchies. They operate outside of these hierarchies and often have no interest in them. This gives them the freedom to move around, make connections without fear of stepping on anyone's toes, and build relationships based on mutual respect rather than social positioning. They don't have to put on a show or pretend to be something they're not, just to fit into a particular slot in the social ladder. While alpha males are often laser-focused on their social rankings, they put a lot of effort into maintaining or climbing up the hierarchy. Their status, their image, and influence matter a lot to them. But this fixation can be limiting. They are constantly under pressure to perform, to be on top, and this can cause unnecessary stress and even prevent them from showing their authentic selves. Sigma males are out of this rat race. This doesn't mean that they are low on the social scale. They could be high-ranking influencers, but they don't let their status dictate their actions or define them. You could see a Sigma on the streets and might not even second-guess his standings. This lucky behavior gives him the upper hand over an alpha male who always tries to prove their worth. Number 6. No interest in popularity. Being the guy everyone knows might feel good, but that often comes at a cost. It's a never-ending cycle of trying to please everyone, making sure you're in everyone's good books. It's like juggling, but instead of balls, it's people's opinions. And that's exhausting. While the alpha is busy running the popularity marathon, the Sigma is quietly making an impact. No flashy moves, no seeking approval, just doing his thing. He doesn't have to compromise who he is just to fit in. The alpha might think he's got it all because of the crowd chanting his name, but Sigma men have a different kind of recognition, one that is not about the number of followers or likes, but respect. People see the Sigma's authenticity, and that's what sets them apart. He doesn't need the spotlight, yet it finds him. He ends up standing out, even without trying. Number 7. Uncompromising principles. We live in a world where principles are no longer valued. It's all about who can manipulate the system for their own gain. Whether in the workplace or personal relationships, people often bend their morals to get what they want. While some alphas might see this as a necessary means to an end, Sigma males stick to their principles no matter what. Where's the point in being successful if you sacrifice your integrity? That's not true success. Sure, there will be times when you must make tough decisions, but Sigma men never compromise their core values for temporary gain. This is not easy, especially in a world that rewards the cutthroat approach. The temptations are many, but resisting them is what makes them who they are. This solid sense of self and integrity attracts respect and trust in ways that superficial popularity can't match. And that's why the alpha male, despite his social prowess and charisma, just can't compete with the uncompromising principles of the Sigma male. Number 8. No desire for flashy leadership. Flashy leadership has its appeal, but it can often be more of a show than substance. When you're always in the spotlight, it's easy to get lost in the performance and lose sight of what truly matters. You might think you're leading, but in reality you're just managing perceptions. You're more focused on appearing powerful and in control rather than actually making a positive impact. Sigma males prefer to lead by example. They don't need a fancy title or a loud presence to show their leadership qualities. Their actions speak for themselves and inspire those around them. They're not actively seeking to be leaders, yet they often end up being ones because of their strong values and ability to make a real difference. Even when they do hold leadership positions, you won't see them making grand speeches or taking credit for every success. They're more interested in empowering others and achieving goals together rather than being the sole center of attention. This quiet but effective leadership style brings them respect and admiration, leaving alpha males wondering how a seemingly low-key individual can achieve so much without all the flashy theatrics. Number 9. Aversion to groupthink. Groupthink is a phenomenon where people, in a bid to conform, start making decisions that are not in their best interest. They stop voicing their concerns and unique thoughts just because they want to fit in. They end up suppressing their individuality for the sake of group harmony. Alpha males, driven by their urge to lead and be at the top, often fall into this. They might even promote this culture just to keep their positions secure. In stark contrast, Sigma males can't stand groupthink. They value their independence and freedom of thought far too much to let it be clouded by the masses. It's not about being a rebel. It's about standing for what they believe in, even if it means standing alone. They are not afraid to question, to dig deeper, to seek the truth. They don't let popular opinions sway their judgment or decisions. This resistance to groupthink is another reason why alphas can't compete with sigmas. While alphas might win in numbers, sigmas win in authenticity. They are the thinkers, the philosophers, the innovators who dare to look beyond what's given, and that's where true progress lies. Number 10. Resistance to peer pressure. Peer pressure can be a real challenge, pushing people to conform to societal norms and expectations regardless of their individual preferences. Most people, including alpha males, often cave under this pressure. They want to fit in, to be accepted, and unfortunately, they sometimes sacrifice their own desires and values to do so. However, this isn't the case with Sigma males. Their strength lies in their steadfast ability to resist peer pressure. They dance to the beat of their own drum, unaffected by the opinions and judgments of others. It's not about being contrarian for the sake of it, but about staying true to themselves, regardless of what the crowd is doing. While alphas might change their behaviors, beliefs, or even their clothes to match what's trending or please others, Sigma males stick to their guns. They're the ones who walk the path less traveled, immune to the temptation of crowd approval. This unique trait allows Sigma men to live on their own terms, making them truly hard to compete with. While alphas are busy keeping up with the crowd's ever-changing expectations, Sigma males are calmly charting their own course, free from external expectations. They are the true masters of their own fate, and that's where they shine above alpha males. Number 11. Lack of desire for validation. When it comes to vying for attention and approval, alpha males are often at the forefront. They feel the need to constantly prove themselves, to validate their worth and strength in the eyes of others. It's like a relentless race they're running, continually seeking affirmation and recognition. However, Sigma males couldn't care less about this validation game. They don't rely on others' opinions to define their worth. They're self-assured, satisfied with who they are, and don't need to seek the spotlight or approval. They know their strengths, their values, and that's enough for them. This indifference to validation gives Sigma men a unique kind of confidence. It's not loud or showy, but quiet and unshakable. This quiet confidence, this comfort in their own skin, is something alpha males often struggle to compete with. It's a kind of power that comes from within, something that no amount of external validation can match. Number 12. Distaste for superficiality. Alpha males have a notable inclination towards superficial things. They often dress in flashy outfits, wear eye-catching accessories, or surround themselves with extravagant possessions to showcase their status. It's all about the appearance and the image they can project. Their worth is often tied to what they can display on the surface. Now contrast this with Sigma males. These glitzy trappings are irrelevant to them. They're not interested in impressing others with materialistic displays. They may find pleasure in simple or minimalist lifestyles, deriving satisfaction from things that have real and meaningful significance, rather than surface-level appeal. Impressing others is far from their minds, and they don't care about trying to keep up with societal expectations or trends. If this video resonated with you, consider subscribing to our channel for more content on the Sigma personality and other related topics. Don't forget to hit the like button and let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Share this video with someone you think needs to see it. Thank you so much for watching. See you in our next video.